This is the Washington Post trying to say that our military building newer, bigger bases is how to deal with climate change. This is the level of shit rag that is the Washington Post. As climate
Build back better.
For those listening to the podcast, the title says, as climate change worsens, military eyes base of the future on the Gulf Coast. After Tyndall Air Force Base was leveled by 2018's Hurricane Michael, those overseeing its reconstruction hope it becomes the test bed for bases to defend against the perils posed by a warming atmosphere. We're going to shoot climate change to death. We are going to build bigger bases and we are going to bomb climate change. And that's basically what this article says.
I'd be curious to know of the other communities and buildings that were leveled by this hurricane in 2018, how many of them are getting this kind of luxurious treatment in terms of rebuilds? Is there public housing that will be the quote unquote test bed for housing of the future with walls that could withstand
climate crisis,
massive hurricanes? Yeah. Is that anything that's happening? Asking for a friend.
Are we spending any money on that or no?
Yeah, that's disgusting. But it's also not surprising.
But it is the most neoliberal garbage you can have.
Yes.
Like the idea, like it's pretending it cares, okay? So the right wing in this country says climate change isn't a thing. The liberals say, oh, no, it is a thing. And here's how we're going to deal with it. And they put out shit like this. The liberals use it as they woke wash the fact that they're not doing shit about climate crisis. And they go,
did you just come up with that?
I came up with it a couple of weeks on a live stream a couple of weeks ago or a week ago, but I can't imagine I'm the first to come up with it. I've never seen it anywhere.
I like it. Whoever.
I just don't think I could possibly be the first. Anyway, I guess they have called this greenwashing, right? Is to act like we're making it sustainable military base. We have the military base of the future has reusable straws.
And this is also why I tell a lot of people that I find the Democrats far scarier than I find Republicans, because Republicans are, albeit scary and fascistic in many ways, they're upfront about it. You don't have to guess. They don't want you to survive, and they don't care about you unless you're a rich white man. Democrats claim to care, and they claim to believe in climate change. They really do. And yet here we have Biden. He has, do I still have that? I think I do. There were some headlines that somebody had shared about the so-called climate president. Yes. Biden administration held the largest oil and gas sale in history. That was a headline.
He's the climate president, folks.
2022 saw the second highest oil production in U.S. history.
Climate administration, here to fix the climate.
Yeah. Biden is approving more oil and gas drilling permits on public lands than Trump.
Climate change will be solved in a moment. Hold on to your pantaloons, folks. We will fix climate crisis.
And in 2022, Biden Energy Secretary said that the U.S. will be at record oil production next year as well.
That should do it. We have fixed climate crisis. It is no longer a problem. And if you go to NBCnews.com, you can read all about the Maui fires, 15 pages, several hours of writing, and never hear the word climate. So very exciting.
So, yeah, I mean, this is how the Democrats roll. And there are people who vote for Democrats thinking that they will give a shit and that they will work on. No, they don't. If anything, they push harder, like putting the Mountain Valley Pipeline in the fucking debt ceiling bill.
No.
Because they think no one's watching, and they think that like, oh, well, everyone expects us to just do the green thing, so they're not watching. Kind of like Black Lives Matter organizers in DC pointed out that when Trump was president, a bunch of white folks came to Black Lives Matter protests. Biden won, and a lot of people stopped coming, which is funny when you consider that Biden wrote the fucking 1994 crime bill, which has caused the number of black men in jail to rise above the number of black men who were enslaved.
Yeah, there are more black people in jail
Yeah.
right now than there were slaves in America at its peak of slavery.